All right, what's up, guys? I am Brett. Pretty excited to be here. Shout out to Bace for having me on today, and I'm joined by.
I am Isoropia, everyone's favorite Australian commentator. There's only one of me, so you're just gonna have to deal with what I'm giving you.
Yeah, excited to be here with ISO, and like Bace said, today is going to be pretty interesting. Why don't you tell us a little bit about our first match? Because I think you know a lot more about these two players than me.
Well, first up, we're gonna have Kilo versus Vivian. So Vivian is in fact a SoCal local. They're quite well known for playing a Hazama Yosuke team. They were actually very apprehensive about the patch, right? Because everyone heard that like Hazama was losing his air chains, and they weren't quite sure whether they were going to be able to still use their playstyle.
Right,
And
right.
it's true, a lot of the runaway was nerfed, but what I've seen their tweets about it. They're saying like actually Yosuke, he really got improved by the patch.
Yosuke is
His combo routes, his
godlike.
damage, moonsaults are faster. So even though you can't run away with Hazama, actually it's still a really solid team with good synergy.
Yeah, it's. I think it's not a stretch to say that this team got much better in the past. It is definitely a lot harder to just purely run away, but it is much better at fighting.
Yeah.
Certainly.
And on the other hand, we have Kilo, who I'm actually not sure where they're from, but I know that I've played them online a bunch. They're going to go S. Waldstein, and I can tell you that pre-patch, I got wiped by them in one of the Fates Crossing events. Basically, they would CC at mid-screen, S would like super jump air dash and do a jump C active switch, and it's invincible. And I was like, damn, that's smart. That's like a big brain strat with that team. But obviously, CC Involved's gone. But from what I know of them, they're going to be like very aggressive, very in your face. They're just going to keep using active switch and just keep moving forward and pressuring you to make a mistake.
Yeah, the adjustments to CC have definitely made it, in my opinion, a lot more interesting to both analyze and kind of just watch the way people make choices with it. Because, like you said, the invuln's not there, but it still can be a really strong option, but maybe less like obviously good 100% of the time because of it. So, thus, it's really a lot more interesting just to watch how people use it. So, I'm excited to see, like you said, how Kilo uses CC and what he's going to do with it.
Definitely. Now, Brett, this is my first time commentating Tension Pulse, and I don't know about you, but when I've been watching these in the past and hearing the commentators talk about the players, it's one thing to hear them talk about strategies and play styles, but I
Mhm.
really just wanted to get into the head. I wanted to figure out what makes people tick. And so, in preparation for tonight, I actually did a bit of homework.
Oh,
I did
okay,
some
okay.
investigative journalism, and I turned to our players, and I asked them the hard-hitting questions. I said to these guys, I said, if you were a donut, what sort of donut would you be?
Okay.
So Kilo, he said to me, I would 100% be a jelly donut, and Vivian said they would be a bagel. So I
That's
just want you to keep that in mind as we watch
that's
these fights.
that that's not
Those are
uh,
the big questions.
I okay. This has got me thinking maybe more than anything else you've said today because I'm really just paying attention to Vivi now because I really want to know what kind of person um wants to be a donut or wants to be a bagel when
Well,
asked what kind of
I
donut they
guess we
want
can
to be.
find out without too much further ado. I think we're pretty much ready to get into it if the players are. So,
I'm ready to go.
all
See what
right,
these two got in store.
let's get things cracking then. I believe Base is going to give the go ahead in chat in the lobby. Or do we do that? No,
Oh,
here we
yeah, now
go.
I see Kilo's ready up. All right, here we go.
Round away. This is going to be a first to 10. And let's see who the lead players. Oh, we're going to have. Okay, so yeah, nothing surprising. S
Yeah.
start versus Hazma start.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's maybe we're gonna see some starting swaps. It looks like maybe Vivian's team's a little more flexible on the start position, but we'll see. Depends on, I guess, also how Kilo wants to play the matchup. I could also see them just playing tag maybe based on, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. S versus Zama round start is pretty interesting.
Wow, what a read! Oh my. Okay.
This is already very bad here for Kilo. What a round start. Round start, Jaco is pretty awesome. I'm really glad I got to see that.
That was a really good read, though. But the problem is, this is the first to 10, right? And that's only going to work once.
Yeah, well, if it's only going to work once, I feel like the first game's pretty good to use it. Wow. Actually, he tags him with the super there too.
Look, Vivian has not gotten comboed, but look at that. They're at 40% life both characters.
Yeah. Despite a pretty great opening, this is actually kind of scary, and yeah,
Wow,
tries to activate, but not going to help him there. And okay.
Whoa, the DP killed Wallstein.
Yeah, actually, we had. Oh!
They don't have enough time for Astral, but this is surely going to go into a super.
Yeah.
Okay, this is scary. S is, look, because of Yosuke's buffs, S is one combo away from death.
Yeah, and oh, just like that, you know, again, Yosuke. Yosuke is not a character you really want to 1v1. Honestly, he's quite terrifying. Just Moonsault is pretty hard to deal with, and I can only imagine how much more difficult it is trying to react in the connection to some of this Yosuke shenanigans. So.
I mean, I'm seeing a 1 bar and a 3 bar for my connection, so these two are probably, what, maybe a 2 bar between them at best?
Yeah. I mean, I've said it once, and you're going to hear me say it a lot, is just, man, Yosuke is godlike. I think this character is super solid. I do have to say, though, that I want to see how this round star adjustment's going to happen. I was going to predict that this round star S might give Hazama some issues, but I'm okay with the YOLO Jakko working out really well.
I don't disagree with S jump forward, jump A. Like, I
don't
don't
for sure.
with that. That's exactly what I would have expected against Hazama.
See what happens here. The read.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, so this burst works out okay. Ow.
It's only 2k. That's fine. That's the other thing. Vivian loves air jump C, that teleport low with Yosuke. They will do that as many times as they can in a round.
Yeah, jump C works so well against a lot of defensive options, and yeah, pretty consistent way to try and open someone up to keep the pressure, but
wow, that's unfortunate. Actually bursted the drop combo. So you can see Killer's really trying to use those air fireballs to try and control Hazama, but Vivian managed to just navigate around them, and look at this. Punishes the burst, corner control.
See if Kilo can get out of this corner situation coming up. What happens here? Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow, goes for the throw, gets a reset too. Oh.
Keep it simple, just super.
Yep, I like it.
See, that's the other thing. It's net play, right? Everyone complains about the lag, but if you're a good player, you're going to adapt. You will choose to do easier combos on purpose.
Okay.
Can this kill it? No, he didn't.
He doesn't have the meter. Yeah. I mean, Oh, okay.
That was sick!
Yeah, that's super slick. I like that a lot.
I mean, technically that fireball is punishable. It's like minus 7 or 8 point blank, but that is the really classy punish. It's super flash, call assist. Assists take, 16 frames to enter the screen, and by then the fireball's gone past them.
Yeah, Yosuke can definitely punish that, but I like that you can do that just to be safe. On top of that, you know, if the 4P doesn't somehow work, like you mistimed it somehow, well, you can still try and punish. So you might as well, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So
hey, that's 2. Oh, wow, this is moving very fast.
Well, I noticed that so far, every time Vivian has gotten Hazama out, it's worked out very well. Also, Zankoku pointed out a pretty good note, which is that, yeah, even if you get hit by the fireball somehow, your assist will punish, so.
Definitely worth labbing that sort of punish for S Fireball. Even Jin Toga has similar properties.
But yeah, so far, like, the first rotation with Hazama doesn't always work out that well, but I've noticed that every time that Hazama's kind of come back in after some situation with Yosuke, somehow Hazama finds the hit, you know, just in this neutral game here with Jump B.
You think Killer's really struggling to find a... Wow! SS2B is not known as a good anti-air.
Yeah. Is that kind of unfortunate because it looked like it was actually like a stand tech bait or something, but it beat 2B anyway, so.
And here are some of the new Yosuke combos post-patch.
Yeah, no, Yosuke definitely one of the really fun characters to watch after this patch. And oh, see, even that 2B, it looks like it was timed right, but, you know, Moonsault.
I guess you just go moonsault, feint into moonsault. Okay, okay.
Yeah, we
Settling
have
down
some
a
breathing
little
room.
bit.
Here we go.
This is fascinating. So, like I said, Vivian was initially quite concerned about the loss of Hazma's air mobility, but they look like they've adjusted very well to a more aggressive style with the same team.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like, oh, there it is again. If you, like, as Yosuke, you can just be so much more comfortable in almost every situation. Honestly, I feel like the trajectory change on Moonsault has also just, you know, not just people talking about more combos and things like that, but just as far as using on pressure and stuff like that, the angle is really consistent. Yeah, this DP though, not good here. Kilo definitely aiming to try and quote unquote run this back. I mean, it's Kilo's favor now. Wow!
What? That was sick!
He dead with the DHC? Yeah. That was sick.
There we go. 2-1. That was really nice by, like, the thing that really turned it around there for Kilo was he got the hit on Yosuke and immediately supered. Vivian actually had a burst available, but they just didn't react in time. Super Flash came up and it locked them out.
Yeah. That was a really, really calm cleanup also with the air tech reset, straight into kill. No, definitely, you know, not letting them get any opportunity to try and run it back with resonance at all. We've seen Vivian be able to make that kind of situation play out, work really well. So yeah, I like it a lot.
That being said, it is the first to 10. I'm just wondering, should he have shown that? Should he have shown his cards this early? You know, that's the type of reset that I'm like, maybe wait till like game 6.
You're right. I feel like they were in a pretty decent situation even without that reset. So we'll see. At the same time, though, it's a pretty weird place. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually get hit a second time by it, honestly.
Oh no!
Yeah, just let it rip.
That actually should be dead with the Yosuke damage buff. CC is on point. He's gonna get the resonance super version. That's.
Oh no! Tried to be fancy. Oh no!
Oh. Okay, look, this is still really good.
Yeah.
S dead would have been even better.
Yeah, I mean,
4P is surprising. It doesn't look like it's, you know, it's not Ruby, it's not Jin, but it's almost Ruby and Jin.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It definitely gets the job done, which is not what a lot of 4Ps can actually say. So, yeah, this just has always felt pretty decent. Just as far as baiting what you need to bait, you know, it's not like the perfect anti-air, but for a lot of just kind of bait situations where you're just trying to, like, you know, evade in 4P or bait something with 4P, it works out pretty well because he does kind of move himself forward nicely.
Kilo though, getting the command grab on Wake Up mix up. Look at this, like this was looking so far in Vivian's favor, but Yosuke just got deleted hard.
Okay. Kilo though, definitely, you know, there is a resonance to deal with, but we'll see what he can do here. You know, a nice jump B somewhere or just a grab can definitely keep this up. There it is.
There it is. This is not going to kill, but he will be able to take him all the way to the corner with a good knockdown situation. Or he's going to go for okay, mid-stream.
Yeah.
I think War Splat probably would have been a better option because now Husband's going to get to tech backwards in a neutral game. And because the resonance was still ticking, they've got 4 meters. So that's going to be a Jayoku in a combo, or it's going to be 4 push blocks.
Uh-oh.
This should be it if they can.
If he can connect.
This is so scary. This is anyone's game.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a lot harder for Kilo to use their meter in this situation, unless he's gonna get close. But yeah, okay, Vivian.
The patience. Vivian did a chain on block, pulled, landed on the other side, and then did not press a button.
Yeah, just the hard push block bait there.
And I understand, you know, Kilo went for the DP, they're expecting, you know, perhaps more pressure. You could see after they're blocking the other chains, they were trying to do a 2B, expecting an approach. I think Vivian did a good job of mixing up when to go in. That's one of the most important things with Hazama.
Definitely. So far, Vivian's mobility has really been shining in this set. Conversely, Kilo's been doing a pretty good job of trying to mount these comeback situations just from finding the right hits with Yosuke, against Yosuke.
Well, yeah, that was a solo wold for a good 40
Yeah,
seconds or more.
yeah.
If Kilo can keep his S alive for a bit longer, he's definitely, I think, adapting to at least the Hazma mobility. But from what I'm seeing, Yosuke is still giving him a lot of trouble. He's going to have to figure out some way to deal with those moonsaults.
Yeah. Okay, active switch cross up. The burst though, yeah, pretty hard to bait it unless you want to hard bait it. So here we go.
Goldstein burst into 5C, the classic.
Corner pressure here. Let's see if can Yosuke get out. Still in the corner, nice.
Oh, and he didn't have any meter for the assist punish on the burst. Look at Yosuke is bleeding. Vivian, you need to stop calling Yosuke. Just like maybe one more assist away from dying.
Okay, well, you know, Yosuke's gonna be able to regenerate a lot after this joke is confirmed, so.
And look at this. No.
That happens a lot. Vivian's been missing the link after Joku. Just, you know, looks pretty tricky in this.
I think it's hard to hit offline, and in an online situation, I think
Wow!
What?
I actually like that so much.
Yeah, okay. So I remember I was talking to Beautiful Dude once about, you know, Joku confirmed. He said the easiest Joku confirmed is hit Joku, draw tag, and let your partner combo. Wow. Kilo is on the brink here. Look at Yosuke's health!
I wouldn't be surprised if Kilo tries to just chuck something else out to tag it, but we'll see. Back to wall now. Oh, there it is!
Oh, he did it! No! What? Okay, both of these players. Oh, this is wild. Both these players need to stop calling assists.
Oh, he drops a confirm from Chain. There it is! Not enough, I don't think, but it's going to be a good spot here for Kilo. Very close now. Might just pop it. Just goes for the Roddy B!
Okay, look. Even though that didn't work out, I understand it. He was expecting Kilo to go for a low or a throw because of the resonance.
Yeah,
so
2A.
he was like, hey, this is how I'm going to bust out.
Yeah,
like,
2A as like wall bear
understand.
meaty is pretty safe.
Yeah, so I understand why they went for it. I'm actually more surprised that Kilo baited it than anything, to be honest.
Yeah, the reads.
The reads.
I mean, sometimes I suppose, you know, if you expect the guy to resonance and you don't want to deal with that RPS, you could just quote unquote hard read the resonance and just, you know, see what happens. It's not a bad place to see what happens, honestly, as well. There, if he jumps up, you could try and, you know, either 2B or just super jump to try and chase him. So that being said, I agree that that's a juicy spot for Wall to be in there. So the fact that he just was patient enough to just wait and see was you know, very impressive.
And Vivian's in the chat saying the lag isn't actually that bad.
Yeah.
Listen here, buddy. We're giving you excuses for dropping your combos.
Yeah.
You should just say thank you.
Oh, okay. That does work out for Zama here, but oh, you know, I really feel like
Yeah.
So you're a wall player. You know, can't you OS it now because 2BB doesn't come out on whip?
You absolutely can. It's actually really easy because you don't even have to blink it. You can literally press 2B and then 2A plus B.
Yeah.
And if it hits them, the 2BB comes out, and if they block it, the 2A comes out.
Yeah, because
even though he's doing the 2A, he can still combo off it, but the combo route you have to do is 2A, 5AA into jump.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say something last time, but this round he dropped at least like, you know, 3 situations. There were a couple times where he just tried to read the counter hit and just got a normal hit 2B into nothing too. So yeah, I really think the lack of the 2B OS is hurting him. Especially as a character like Wall, we want every hit to count.
Yeah, there is one situation though that you do need to be really careful about using that option select, which is if you hit their point character blocking, but you hit their assist character, the 2BB comes out and the point character gets a free punish.
That's true, definitely.
Wow, I don't even know where that hit.
Yeah, I didn't block that one at all. Another great thing so far about watching Vivian's play is he's really getting a lot of mileage out of Hazama 6P, Jafo. That one is pretty tricky to use convert, and wow.
I know what he wanted there. He wanted a 5-8, came out as a 4-8. That sucks. This is going to be a very, very tough battle for S.
Yeah. Okay, that's a great start, actually.
I don't know if S can have enough damage to kill. But Yosuke's a 14k character, though? Or is he 16?
14, but I don't think that was really tough to say. Oh,
and that still tagged Hazama.
Oh, okay. Vivian just gonna pop, wants to regenerate as much as possible, but this can be scary.
This is suddenly looking really good.
There it is.
That's it. He's got super. It's over. What a comeback.
I mean, I think that's the kind of ideal anchor position and slash matchup you're going to want to be in as Kilo. Being able to have S at the end. We watched, Wald try and do his best versus Hazama. It's not like a bad matchup, but it's definitely annoying. Vivian definitely seems like the kind of person who's very comfortable moving around and kind of taking their time. So I like seeing Kilo end up with S there and be able to put the pressure on him.
And look at that. That brings us to 3-3. This is off to a good start.
No, this has been a pretty cool set now. The adaptation.
Oh, he's going Wald first.
Yeah,
now.
okay, yeah.
Watch this. 5-8, 5-8. 5-8.
Oh, walk 4, 5-8.
It's actually funny. Hazama can beat it by doing, it's like a 5B or a 2B. Or I don't know which button it is, but it only works as a counter pose.
Oh,
maybe Kilo was like
that move, the anti-air?
Yeah, that actually counter hits 5-8 because it's like 1 or 2 frames faster.
That's
but it
funny.
doesn't have the range. So maybe Kilo was like waiting for it to whip. Maybe that's why there was a delay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, here we go. So this is exactly what I was talking about with Kilo, where he's very aggressive. He's calling the 6P, air dashing, jump A, jump A. He's just trying to cover the screen and hitboxes. And it's working out for him.
There it is.
There we go. That's a kill. Keep it simple. Super. Okay, never mind. You got it. I was worried that wasn't going to kill.
Yeah, okay. So CC, what we get? Oh, I like. That's really good, actually. So, activating was able to let him see the active switch mix-up, but then he actually did kind of a jump forward to try and feint a second cross-up. I actually really like that a lot. Being able to kind of make something that's pseudo mix-up looking, even after the opponent pops resonance, is really good.
Unfortunately, though, I do agree with you, it was a great setup, but maybe the timing was a little bit off. They weren't able to pick up. I don't know, maybe an S jump C would help with the consistency of it.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like more of maybe an ad-lib situation, or just trying to kind of scrape something. Hope they, kind of hope they get hit.
And just like you saw on the final knockdown, they baited a Jyoku by pulling assist and jumping forward.
Yeah,
so maybe that was another element where they were planning to get over the top of a DP if one came out.
So 4-3 now. Still, again, a lot of room for adjustment. The swap back to S round start.
I'm not sure. I mean, the Waldstein round start really worked out. That was on hell of a round.
Yeah. I think...
just with the Jacko!
Yeah, wow. Kilo got a lot out of that Wald last round, so I kind of want to see it more, but we got some opportunity here. Not for long, though. Again, just Jacko. It's putting in so much work. I feel like that assist is pretty hard to use, and I'm very impressed by Vivian's ability to, make a lot of use out of it.
It's exactly a good counterplay to what Kilo is doing, is you see how much time is he spending in the air as Waldstein as S. It's super jump, air dash, super jump, double jump. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness!
Really?
Okay, so in my head I was like, oh, Kilo has a sandwich situation, and then Vivian just moonsaults straight out of it. I can't blame him because moonsault is working, but it's kind of like if he's in the air as Yosuke, it's coming.
Yeah. Well, a kind of tight spot for Kilo to be in here. Vivian can definitely take his time and even maybe just tag into Hazama to regenerate Yosuke. We'll see. Good throw though.
Oh, the hard burst bait goes wanting.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty legit read. Unfortunately, this is going to be problematic here. Drops it again. He looks like he's... I think he's trying to... Is he trying to do jump A, V/active switch? He messed it up the first game as well, unfortunately, but still in a really good spot.
The important thing is Yosuke's healing in the back.
Yeah.
Got lots of red life.
Oh,
that was so close.
Going to super here. Yep.
That's finished.
right, still very back and forth.
This is what we like to see.
No, this is definitely what we like to see here.
Now you're a breath of fresh air.
Right.
I can't wait to toy with.
So you want to take bets on round start Wald or S?
I'm saying that I would like to see round start Wald, but they definitely seem to prefer S.
I want to see round start Yosuke versus the round start mix-up game. That's what I want to see actually now.
Get ready.
We need Kilo to get one more win for the 420. Need Vivian to get one more win for the 500. Let's see who gets the significant W right here, right now. Okay.
I missed it. Who is it?
It's S round
Oh,
start.
okay. So the experiment, I guess, in their eyes, maybe didn't work out.
Maybe? See, this is the thing that's surprising me, is that, okay, round start Jacko, it's a call out, but I would have expected in general that Waldstein S would have the more favorable opening.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
But Vivian has been, like, more aggressive, and it's working out. But Kilo is the one backing off.
Yeah, I mean, we saw this round, round start just jump back from Kilo into start chucking fireballs, trying to play a pretty passive game, I feel like, at neutral. I'm not really sure if that's paying off or not.
Here are these moonsaults and jump Cs, just, they're so tough to deal with if you don't have the knowledge or if you don't have your option selects.
Yeah.
Lord knows we ain't reacting to it. Oh, that was supposed to be super!
Oh, well, gets
Okay, never mind.
gets that super.
So Jacko is unburstable, so that was just, yeah, until it finished, there was no way to get out.
Oh, okay.
That hit both!
Yeah, he actually tried to active switch to avoid. Unfortunately, that just happy birthdays and
Oh
it's
my-
a Zama.
Kilo making amazing plays right now. He uses fireballs to hit the Yosuke assist, punish the Hazama, trying to punish the...
Chalking out
punish
these
the-
jump seats here. Okay.
Wow.
Kilo really wants to try and find a hit here, even if it won't kill, just to kind of disrupt this regeneration a bit. But it looks like Vivian in a comfort spot now.
Whoa, look at these jump Cs! These jump, EX fireballs into jump A's. Kilo's going wild right now, and it is, I think it's paying off.
Yeah, it's pretty even situation now after all that health gained back. So we're just gonna see this 1v1 here. Kilo just desperately trying to chase Vivian into the sky. Vivian using mobility, but there's the jump A, just tags him.
Okay, that was a cute little combo.
He doesn't have enough meter, but if he gets a hit here, he'll be able to confirm into super. So danger spot here, yep.
Wow, okay, so that jump C, is that the answer to Yosuke's jump C?
It certainly worked out pretty well. I mean, the 1 or 2 times they got punished for it was just like a DP desperately thrown out to try and stave off the jump C chucking. So yeah, it seems like it's working out pretty well.
One thing I will note is that also Kilo is hard baiting DPs a lot on Vivian's wake up. And look, Vivian's not afraid to DP, but I actually don't think they're doing it that often on wake up. It's usually more in an assist pressure situation from, at least unless I'm misremembering what my eyes are even seeing today.
I honestly haven't seen too much of them from Vivian in either way. I think it seems like they either things are going really well for the team or they're not.
And Vivian gets the first hit here.
Here we
Active
go.
switch.
Okay, yeah, just going for the low. Got this weird CC situation. The 2B works out, but no combo because of active switch. Oh.
Wow, no.
Okay, well, no happy birthday confirm at least, but here we go. Kilo, not far enough. Oh, okay, still gets it.
Wow. I noticed that specific DP got buffed in the patch, but
Yeah.
still was able to get around it.
Well, you see there, that second DP, though, was a little bit too far for Kilo. What is going on?
He's got 5 meter. He can just double super.
Oh, he's actually really lucky that he didn't get punished there.
That could have been a kill. Kilo needed to air combo that, but he unfortunately got the 5C.
Yeah, it looks like,
This is wild. This is
is
just,
this a...
this won't be
No.
enough. That's Waldstein.
Okay, yeah. So Vivian tagging out to Zama, gonna be able to regenerate a lot. Gets that throw on Wald. There's a sandwich. Active switch gets blocked, but one more. Push block super.
And that tagged both characters because it was an active switch. So
Yeah,
Hausen is now
this
on
is
the left
really
line.
good spot again for Kilo. They might be able to just close this out here. Jump C's all over the
love
place.
these
Get the hit.
runs. Okay, those jump C's are so smart because Vivian is chicken blocking and he's push blocking. And Kilo recognizes that for every aerial push block, he can just run in and jump C again.
Yep.
That was so smart to just keep up the same pressure until Vivian ran out of meter, and then I don't know what they pressed, but they got tagged.
A connection?
Yeah.
I do want to mention, like, the way that started going downhill was Vivian got down to Kilo's solo S, and they went for an active switch mix-up. It got blocked. They then tried to keep pressure up, and they got push block supered. So in those kinds of situations, you're a 2-on-1, go for an active switch, fine. But if it gets blocked, maybe just back off to neutral.
Yeah,
you're in a situation where, like, you just saw, you gave them an opportunity.
I forget the string, but I think it was 5B dash spring. So
yeah, it was a EX run. I don't know what.
EX dash spring. So I mean, to be fair, that's a kind of string that normally deals with push block pretty well. But yeah, super there is gonna work out. So I mean, I don't really blame Vivian for going for that kind of option, but it definitely shows that Kilo's willing to throw those kind of callouts out and get tons of reward and run it back for it. So I definitely agree that Vivian's got to be maybe a little more careful on offense in that kind of advantageous situation if they want to make it happen. Dead Yosuke though, but the punish from
that
Vivian,
is so worth it though. Like,
yeah, definitely not worth it here, and drops the confirm as well. It's like I finished one thought, and by that moment, it's already 75% of the match is over.
it's I'm going to unpack it up. I do want to note though that, like, look, even though Vivian lost, they just blocked the active switch S overhead into Waldstein 2C. So good on them for not getting hit by the hard blockables.
Yeah. See what comes out here. I mean, honestly, that game was kind of a blowout. I don't know if there's that much takeaway from it other than your great point about the defense on Vivian's end, but
look, I don't know if you're looking at the score, Brett, mate, but we are at 4-7.
Yeah.
Kilo's starting to run away with this. Is he found the adjustments he needs? I mean, Vivian is still on 499 wins. They haven't hit 500.
I think if adjustments can be made, they really need to happen now. I think 4-8 is too much. It's a very dangerous spot to be.
And what's interesting here is now Vivian's actually starting Yosuke. In the last round, they got a Jaco assist to catch S in the air. This game, nothing really happened at the round start, which is okay.
It's a good cross-up moonsault, though. Yeah, Vivian up to a great start here. Tries to tag the air with Jaco, no bite, but in the corner. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, how did that not hit?
That patience, though, I like that a lot.
Oh, what a champion. I mean, they had burst, you know, they were going to burst if they got hit.
The drops really hurting, but, you know, despite that, as long as honestly, I feel like Kazama can die here, just not Yosuke.
Yeah, definitely. I would say as a solo Waldstein, Yosuke is the harder person to track down.
Yeah, you just gotta, you know, make sure that Yosuke is doing okay. And I think Vivian's aware of that because you notice he went for just like raw meaty throw, not trying to call assistant bait on the wake up or anything like that. So, you know, it might come into play here. Yep.
Oh, the scoops! What a read!
Yeah, so
this man just
that discussion is very relevant now as we are going to see the solo Yosuke coming out. So let's see how this turns out. Yeah, confirmed, but no extension.
Yeah, Kilo's trying for those air grabs, but Yosuke, look, when he's moonsaulting, you are not grabbing this man.
That thing is basically an upside down DP. Like, oh, big confirm, gets the extension. Yep.
That's what I was talking about. The 2A, 5AA.
Listening to you. Hard reads and still gets a punish on the DP.
Wow. Vivian had so much HP. That was, I think, about 4 or 5 different openings that it took Kilo. Some of them were command grabs. Some of them were air command grabs. Some of them were DP baits. And he was just right every time.
Yeah, aside from the great call out wake up woo super from Vivian, definitely Kilo, as you said before, is really the one getting a lot of reward off of the raw reads for sure. Vivian definitely relying a lot more on playing the neutral, getting that mobility into creating strong situations, and Kilo just willing to get a lot of damage off of these good decisions.
Okay, like you said, this is 4-8. This is not a good place to be in if you're Vivian.
I like the round start Yosuke though. I still think that's pretty good. I feel like round start Yosuke can work pretty well in this matchup. Yeah.
There's that. There we go. I told you about that active switch JC CC neutral from Kilo. It's just not invincible anymore.
Vivian able to really mitigate the effectiveness of it though, just super jumping back as Yosuke, but gets caught by 4P.
You know what though? I'm seeing Vivian is obviously with his team spending a lot of time in the air, which is fine. But what I'm noticing is that when they stay on the ground, the only mix-up they're going for is BC throw. I'm just wondering, is there any more grounded mix-up or frame traps that they could perhaps be applying?
I think you can. It's definitely a lot harder as a Zama. You're gonna see Zama just like chain in, do some stuff, maybe go for the stance. It's a little bit better on block now, but still not the best. Yosuke though, I definitely think you can implement more like frame trap throw. I mean, you've seen he's gone for some of those stand tech hunts a lot earlier, but it looks like he's just afraid of the gassies when it's his turn. I think that's really what it is. I feel like
he gets the burst baited.
Yeah.
4-9. Killer is running away with this.
Yeah. What you talked on is really important though. Like you will definitely notice that Vivian tries to just avoid doing this kind of frame trappy close range pressure. I think he's way too scared of like just random super push block super stuff from both of these characters. S and Wald have definitely a lot of like mechanics that will make Vivian second guess. But I agree that if things aren't working out in the air, they might need to kind of open up their pressure to take the risk.
Yeah, because what I'm seeing is Kilo is themselves, they're chicken blocking a lot. They're calling Wald 5P to just shut down a lot of the airspace. I'm just wondering, is there a better way that Vivian can like apply their pressure? Because at the moment they're kind of fishing it neutral, right? And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. We'll see how this goes. This might very well be our last game.
Yeah.
Vivian needs to adapt.
So the full screen neutral here finds the hit though with 5B. It's a good start. Also not dropping this combo.
That is a good start. I really like the patience there from Yosuke because I believe they would have baited a DP had one come out.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good. So far, pretty stable.
Yeah, gets a good hit from Jump C here. Gets his extension. Okay.
So what is that? That's 6k off a Jump C. That, what is it? Air teleport, invincible, teleport low. I can't stand that move, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Yosuke
You see that though? The call out.
Wow.
Walled up back jump A, like on recovery. It's a good stuff for Kilo.
Did you see that fireball just come out the completely wrong direction?
Yeah, I clip it.
Someone clip that.
Oh no, this is how it happens. This is
He needs to get Hazama out.
You need to just like hard tag. There we go. Okay.
No, do not call assist, please, Vivian. Do.
It's
not
okay. Hazama's assists are pretty whack anyways, so pretty good opportunity. Yosuke can function pretty decently without assist even, so see if they can make something happen here. Yes, just throwing out Jump C is
Jump C.
Jump C again.
Yosuke players, it's like, I don't know if you guys got that friend, right? I don't know if you guys got that friend.
Oh no! Oh
no! No! Wait!
Oh, okay. They're okay. Yep, should be able to kill. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that was close to disaster. I tell you what though, these Yosuke players and their jump C, right? Like, I don't know if you guys got that friend where you go to like a fancy restaurant, right? They look at the menu, there's like hundreds of choices, and they're like, I'll have the chicken nuggets, thanks. That's how I feel like these Yosuke players with jump C, right? They have so many tools, but they're like, nah, I'm happy with what I know. I'll just stick with the jump C. It works.
I mean, if it's working, keep doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, no reason not to.
So
Oh,
that
God.
game was, aside from the very dangerous points, that's definitely how Vivian wants to be approaching their game plan. We'll see if they can stick to it, though. I feel like everything was going right there. And
Everything was
we've
going
seen in the
right
past, things can
until
go
it
wrong.
almost went wrong, and then it went right again. Whew, I tell you what, that was a very exciting round. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I want to go watch that one again later. That was fantastic.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Okay, so it's Roundstar has S again, and S just chasing the air, pops at CC.
Oh, wow!
Really?
That was so brave, and I respect it so much.
Okay, here's the
That guy,
knockdown.
CC activate, run up front.
You see that? That is. I'm very impressed.
That's happy birthday! Look, there's not going to be any supers, but that's a good 7k on each character. That's perfectly respectable.
Yeah, definitely.
And Vivian hasn't taken a hit. Oh, sorry.
There it is.
I jinxed it.
See how Vivian wants to play out of the corner here. Tries to
There we
DP the
go.
hard to blockable, but yeah.
That's a really solid setup from Kilo.
And dead Hazama with the DHC. So
You know what? I actually don't think we've seen Kilo go for an S instant overhead all this set.
You're
Is it
right.
just maybe they just don't trust that mixer. The hard bait, but that was a very look. He could have got a lot more of that punish. That's all I'm saying. Air throw. He's going for it.
oh, he catches.
Are we done? That's it.
Yeah. They're done. It's done.
Kilo takes it 10-5.
Kilo.
Wow, that was a fun set.
That was a pretty exciting set. Bace was definitely not wrong when she called that this was going to be wild. I'm not disappointed.
I am very sports entertained.
Yeah, no. There was a lot of things to take away from this set. There were great adjustments throughout. So overall, really fun set overall. You can definitely watch the first match and the last match and the middle match and really actually get a decent story just from those. Honestly.
Yeah, I fully agree. I'm really impressed by both players. That the later matches did not look like the first ones. For the first, I think it was the first. We got to 4-4, almost 1-for-1.
Yeah, it was definitely looking pretty good for Vivian at the start. It looked like at first, it looked like the wins that Kilo was getting, it looked like they were kind of just scraping them in with a desperate guess somewhere, and then things working out. But the farther we got through the set, we saw that it really wasn't just guesswork, and it wasn't really desperation. Many of those choices were very well thought out, and they completely paid off. And going towards the second half of the set, you really saw Vivian being the one who was very scared to even try and challenge some of those situations, really trying to avoid playing that game at all.
Kilo's adaptation in the neutral, early on he was getting hit by chains, getting hit by. Later in the set, he just didn't get hit as much. I mean, it kind of sounds obvious to say, but don't get hit is one of the number one rules of fighting games.
Yosuke seemed like he was effective even at the very end, but Hazama's effectiveness definitely saw a very huge dip down. Just the jump back, jump B from Hazama was starting to really not work out as well, especially as Kilo got more comfortable with it, dealing with it with both wall jump B, jump C from S, and also just playing out of the angle.
Absolutely. Well, that was a good first set.
Yeah, no, that was a great set. And And I'm excited to see the second set. Before we look at the second set, though, I think we have some pretty awesome stuff to show for you guys. So if you want to see more sets, of course, one of the best places to watch some great sets is at TSB, and they are doing an amazing apparel Teespring run. So you can definitely check them out, teespring.com/stores/team-stickbug. Pretty excited for these. I don't know about you guys, so
I've seen a lot of people rocking the one that's like the NWO style logo, the one, whatever the mascot's character name. I don't know the mascot's name, but
I
it's a
forget her
pretty,
name.
it's a really cool shirt. I'm sure someone in chat will let us know, but I've seen tons of people in the FTC rocking them. They are like, they're stylish enough. You can just, hell, wear them to your job. And when people ask,
Oh,
just
it's
pretend you don't know what they are.
she's Alania.
Alania. But yeah, feel free to go head over to TSB and check out that merch.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's any upcoming TSB tournaments, or is TSB a weekly or like a bi-weekly event?
It's the main one is, if I recall, monthly, but they also have Thank God's TSB, as well as other events. They had a TSB last weekend, I want to say on the 15th. So the next one should be both of them should be next month. Both the TGI TSB, which is, I forget the schedule on that. I think it's bi-weekly, as well as the main TSB, which usually floats somewhere around the second or third week of the month. But don't count me on that because I'm definitely not the expert on East Coast events. But we looks like I'm just looking at Jan sitting in the lobby. He's ready to go. I'm pretty excited. Okay, thank you,
Yep.
Bace, for correcting. Yeah, it is bi-weekly. Okay, so my guesses were pretty good about that. Which I feel good about that.
As a matter of fact, wait a minute. I just remembered that in terms of my donut questions, I was actually not able to get a hold of Seth LOL. So is he in the chat? Is he in the chat for this stream?
Before that, though, hold up. Now that we've seen the match, can we draw a narrative between the jelly donut and taking the W, or is it the bagel? Like, I don't, from the get-go, the bagel was really not working for me as a donut choice, and it looks like it didn't really work out that well in the set. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that the jelly filled really represents the ability to flip your choices inside out, have something completely different on the inside, while having that nice traditional exterior, really mirroring Kilo's ability to really get those guesses working in their favor. And I'm out of analogies. You gotta help me out here, ISO.
Well, what I was going to say about the jelly-filled donut is, when you take your first bite, the combination of the donut sort of flour and pastry mix, the sugar, and the jam in the middle. Sorry, I'm Australian. We call it jam. It can be a little bit.
Wait.
tough to
Hold
stomach.
up. Jam and jelly are different things, I'm pretty sure.
So
Are they
the stuff
not?
that the fruit conserve that you spread on bread and you put in donuts. In Australia, we call that jam. We would use jelly to describe, like, the gelatinous thing that you make and you put in the fridge and it wobbles when you touch it. We
So
would call that jelly.
we call that jelly too.
Oh, that's really confusing.
This is where Google would help me, and I'm just too lazy. But going back to the donuts, sorry, keep going about.
Yeah. So I was like, the first bite, right? It can be a little bit confronting. You're like, what
Mhm.
is this strange mixture of taste? Maybe that's why the first couple of matches it took some time to get rolling. But when you get like halfway through a jelly donut,
Right.
you know what I mean? Your
You're all
mouth starts
jelly.
to
Yeah.
acclimatize to all of the wonderful tastes. It's going down your throat into your belly, and you're like, wow, this is actually kind of nice. The jelly, the sugar, the flour, it's all just blending together in a bunch of deliciousness.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I think that's where we should probably cap that discussion. That's how I want in history that set to go off. Final commentary notes by ISO on the properties of jelly donut players.
Well, hang on. I say that, but this is very good segue, because next up we're going to have Jan versus Seth LOL. And Jan said to me that he would also be a jelly donut. Now,
Jan's the jelly donut player. Okay.
I feel
Okay.
like, is this a Waldstein thing? Is it like
Is it a
all
Wallstein
Waldstein
thing? I
players?
mean, how are you on jelly filled donuts? Just go there.
I like jelly filled donuts. I think they're amazing. Maybe
Would you
there's
be a
something about
jelly
playing.
filled donut though? Because I think there's a difference between liking it and being it.
I don't know. I feel like I would be one of those donuts where you don't know if it's jelly filled or not. It's filled with something, right? But it could be jelly, it could be custard, it could be like lemon, whatever it is. It's like as a grappler player, you pick up the box of donuts and you just have to make that hard read about which donut you pick up and bite into, right? It could be anything.
This is good conversation. I'm really liking this. I feel like I want to hit up Born Free and make sure he asks this question whenever he interviews people. This is definitely Evo top 8, when all the players are.
It's a very revealing question.
Speaking of which, yeah, I
Oh,
feel
and
like
hang on, we also got our answer for Seth. Apparently, Price has helped us out. Hit him up in Discord.
Mhm.
Seth has informed us that he would be a regular ass plain donut.
Sounds like an Akihiko donut.
I mean, I can't disagree with that in the sense that he's playing Akihiko, right? It's like
Yeah.
Akihiko seems like a plain donut kind of
He
guy.
he definitely does seem like a plain donut either. Protein donut.
Protein donut.
Protein donut. That's what I'm talking about.
So look, this is adding to the lore. It's like, are we going to see a 2 and 0 for jelly donuts tonight, or is it going to be regular ass plain donuts?
Yeah, we got another Aki player confessing they are also down with the plain donuts. So our sample size is increasing. I think your hypothesis is, I think you got something with that.
I mean, Brett, like this is this is the sort of hard hitting discussion that you're just not going to get from other pairs.
I mean, at this point, I feel like we've set the precedent. It would be a shame not to talk about jelly donut or donut choices in further, tension pulses. I mean, what would tension pulse be without such intriguing, deep questions, giving us the real, meat and bones of each player's personality? I don't know. That's how I
Exactly.
feel.
Now, on the off chance that people actually want to hear about the characters' play styles and the players and how they're going to approach this matchup, well, first up,
Well,
we have
it's
Jan.
so-
Jan's been on Tension Pulse before, actually. He played Fame in the inaugural Tension Pulse and an
Mhm.
incredible nail biter of a set. But today, he's not, well, he was playing big boys, Wold Tager. Now it's kind
Yeah.
of like medium-sized boys because he's got Kanji on the team.
Yeah.
And like I said before, I asked him, I was like, what's up with that? What's the deal? And he says, well, Tager's assists don't really help Wold much. 4P and 6P, very hard to use effectively, and 5P is about as generic as you can get. So he says Kanji's assists, he feels they help Wold more on point, and so he's trying to put this team through its paces and find out whether it suits his style, whether it's more to his pace, more to his
Mhm.
flow. And hey, Kanji got some love in the patch, didn't he?
Yeah. No, Kanji definitely did. But unlike Yosuke, I feel like the changes have not really seeped out into the, social media, Twitter sphere quite yet.
I think I've seen the
So
biggest changes that I've seen are his jump C, I think, has a bunch of some type of invulnerability that lets it anti-air.
I forget what it is, but yes. I
Also,
don't know if
Seth, if you're in the chat, like you can join the lobby, mate. Like we're ready to go.
I'm assuming that base is getting on that. Maybe we're missing Seth, but you're definitely right about that. Also, obviously, the run has been much better. Oh, okay, here we go.
Okay. And on the other hand, we have Seth, who is known for his explosive potential, having the
Hmm.
record for the absolute shortest game of BBTAG ever played in tournament. It was 8 seconds on the clock. Incredible. It's
Beautiful.
on Twitter. Guys, if you haven't seen it, look it up, retweet it. It's amazing. But
That's
that was
one of the
before
only
the patch
things
too.
I remember about that tournament. I'm not gonna lie, like just that.
It was
uh,
insane. That was before the patch as well. That's round
yep.
start. If you're against Akihiko round start, you just do not press buttons. And I know that actually even more recently, not in terms of a touch of death, but I think it was the Panda Global Bamboo Battle. I think he got second, and he was just showing
Get
up with
ready.
post-patch Akihiko and Azrael. blowing people up left and right.
Oh, looks like Shinku's got the link ready for us. So anybody who wants to see that beautiful moment. But don't watch now because you should be paying attention to the first match we have.
Watch it later. This is
10.
first to 10, Jan versus Seth, round 1. We're going to have Waldstein over here on point, and I'm trying to stall. There we go. It's Akihiko. Now, please, Jan, do us all a favor. Do not press 5A. Please.
I like T9's observation here. Average health in this match is 18.5k. I'm loving it.
There we go. That was a smart start there from Jan. So you notice that chair throw assist from Kanji. One of the things that I learned from Las Banditas is you can command throw with Wold before the chair drops.
It's a really cool setup. I'm sure we're gonna see it a lot. Oh wow.
Look at that. Okay, so for those who don't know, post-patch, if you throw someone out of push block, it comes up as blue. It doesn't mean they could escape. It's actually just what happens when you
This is a
punish
dead
them.
Kanji.
I'm sorry. Did I commentate for 5 seconds?
Yep.
And then the character died?
Yeah, you started saying something and then a DP got blocked.
Yeah, that's rough.
All right,
Jan's
well,
no
solo
slouch,
wall
but-
for Jan. Okay.
Look, his wall's not sloppy at all, but this is a very tall hill to climb.
Yes, it is. Hard read here. Reads wrong. 2A.
Okay, so for
Yes,
those who
overhead
don't
piece.
know, in the patch, Akihiko has 2 dives. One is a ground dive and one is an air dive. They both used to be mid. They are now both overheads.
Yeah, they're awesome.
So Jan just got hit by the B air dive, and B air dive into 14.6k. Why not?
Yeah. Really great
I was
place to
playing
reset.
against Jonah the other day, and he plays an Akihiko team. And I found out, much to my consternation, that if you play really well and you block those TK air dives, your reward is blocking more mix-up.
Yep.
One of those things that you've got to try and DP out or anti-air, or if you can try and chicken block. If you try to block it honestly, it just kind of loops back into itself. You've really got to be active in your defense.
Get ready.
Yeah, just sitting there and taking the mix is pretty tough risk reward, honestly.
And
Especially
people
now that
say,
he's-
well,
I was just gonna say, especially now that it's also much easier for him to confirm off the sweep into much better stuff.
exactly, that if you think to yourself, well, I'll just block hard,
Crossing fate.
he can still kill you.
Yeah.
Akihiko is one of the characters that, particularly in Japan, they really rate him. Oh, that's a happy birthday!
Yeah. Oh
And it picks
no.
That's 8.3k with no additional meter spend.
Yeah, just
Look
like I
at
said.
that, He blocks the overhead, and his reward is more blocking. That being said, with the way that Akihiko's records work, proper push block into button can work.
Yeah.
You saw there, though, that he swayed backwards. Probably that's a dead... Okay.
Oh. Oh.
It
Okay.
whipped! It whipped!
Wow. Yeah, I thought that was gonna punish.
Maybe Kanji just has one of those bursts, you know, the one. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a dead character. Oh my goodness.
I love the new routes for Valiant too. they please me.
Stop.
Oh, okay. He's able to see the mix-up, but
This team is very scary.
That was a great match.
I got nothing to say about that situation. Unfortunately, I'm pretty surprised he went for the DP there, honestly. But
I mean, they still have room to grow.
at the same time, maybe the last time we saw that kind of situation, Sandwich, with the active switch reveal by the CC, the player went for basically another mix-up after that to try and play around the fact that, oh, you know what's going on. Well, it's gonna wait until you don't know what's going on again. So in that sense, the DP read makes sense there, but unfortunately, I think it was pretty basic left right that got blocked for the active switch a little bit too slow. Also because it's wall DP and it's just so slow.
I think it's like
Damn.
28, 30 frames.
Yeah, it's just it's often too slow to actually work very well in that situation.
I mean, this is rough. Jan has just not been able to get his game started in either of these 2 rounds so far.
I mean, you talked about picking Kanji to try and help out Wall, but I'm really not seeing much help, honestly. Like he chucks a 6-piece sometimes, but it's usually pretty far away, and so far we haven't seen Kanji be too relevant in the back.
Okay, so Jan pressed 5A, but at least he didn't call an assist.
Okay,
Okay,
takes
that's
the
good.
burst.
That's good. This
Yeah.
is the best position that Jan has been in so far this set. This is nice. But look, Akihiko and Azrael are 18k characters. Look at that. Azrael took a 7k combo, and so what? He's still on 2/3 life.
Yeah. Oh. That's rough.
That is
Yeah,
a
great
raw
hit.
5. Yep.
Raw 5B.
That's 10k. And that's a block. That's going to be another 10k.
All right, Seth looking really good right now.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
The second hit. I wouldn't rely on that though. That's okay. And there we go. So right there, that got buffed in the patch. Gustav used to be -3. It is now -1, and Azrael has a 6-frame jab. So if you do not have a 7-frame jab to at least trade, you get hit. And I'd have to check Bojack's tweet, but I believe Kanji may be one of those characters that actually has to hold it for DP or super grab.
Oh, that would be really unfortunate. Okay, Jan trying to mount the comeback here. Just goes for meaty 2B. Does not work out. But maybe a situation here. We'll see. I like the patience here. Yeah, wow. Super patient. Just empty air dash.
And the patience from Jan to even not anti-air it. Maybe he was afraid of the dive kick. Nah, that's it.
Yeah, not a bad situation to try to go for the throw, but Seth
So,
definitely ready for it.
Bojack is telling me that Kanji, in fact, actually can contest the Gustav if he does his fastest button.
So this calls for more training.
But once again, though, you obviously have to do your fastest button with the fastest timing, or else you're in trouble.
I'll take you.
Yeah, he has his 4A is sick.
Okay.
And
But
2A
that's what
is
he
sick.
has to do. That is the only button he can press. It's going to contest Azrael's 4A in that situation.
Get ready.
Okay. So what is this now? Is that I missed it. Is it 3?
It is... Yeah, that was the third game.
That was 3. Okay.
That game took a bit longer than the other two. But at the same time, it's just a sign of how fast Akihiko and Azrael can delete your life bar. It doesn't matter if you're 20k.
Yeah, I mean, Seth, despite obviously having shorter range than Jan, is able to much more liberally call Azrael and just kind of create advantageous situations from neutral, and we don't really get to see that from Jan when he's playing walled point. It's like, we see a 6P toss Kanji into maybe a frame trap, but that's really all we get to see here. Great pressure though in the corner. Yeah, gets the throw too.
So doing that jump B plus 5P, then option select against Azrael backdash. And look, he's making money off it right now.
Yeah.
I'm liking these. And that's a safe jump.
Yeah,
Oh,
calls Azrael though to make it decent, and
wow, that's filthy.
it's hard to see too because there's lightning everywhere.
Yep. Look, DP assist was removed from the game. Super assist was not removed.
Okay. 5P punish. Yeah, tricky spot. Similar situation here. Okay, this time just goes for same side to same side.
Akihiko's 5B is one of those moves that, like you just saw it, it's an attacking move that goes forward. So it's a good way to get away from the chair. You don't really have to respect the chair.
Yeah.
I don't think he can build the second bar.
Yeah,
It's
he's not
a
going to be
kill.
able to. But, an overhand won't do it. Nope, not quite, but the low.
Look at that. How do you react to that? That is so far. One of the things about Jan is he's usually a very careful player. He'll measure his options, he's not going to take too many risks until he's got a read on his opponent. But I wonder if he needs to be a little bit more active at the neutral. Akihiko, for all of his amazing strengths, his neutral is not that good. When you compare him to someone like a Makava who just controls space, Akihiko kind of has to guess a little. Has to take some chances.
So the thing is, you could try and check with Kanji 6P, but you see a lot of Seth just kind of jumping and waiting for that situation to happen. And if you do that and there's no connection, you just wasted your assist, and then you can just go in as Seth. So I'm wondering if maybe we need to see more swipe into CC activate pressure style from Jan because
Maybe, or even
because-
just a jump C body splash into 5P.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely seems like he wants to play the walled point. So yeah,
Well, I
no
agree.
real.
Kanji pointers.
Crossing fate.
Yeah, I kind of want to see. Honestly, I want to see swipe 5P into cross combo and try and catch something.
And Kanji's 4P, I don't know what kind of range it has.
What just happened?
That was active switch throw somehow? That was interesting.
Yeah, there's the swipe
Wow.
5P. Doesn't catch anything though.
I can't believe that Azrael was able to block after the dash.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, here we go, here we go.
Yeah, gets a good damage from that. Oh,
He blocks it? What sort of punish? Come on, Kanji, what have you got for us?
5B counter hit starter, and we're gonna CC. Yep. Cash
Is it
out.
double super.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, because the other super does more damage, but okay.
Uh-oh.
He's got no burst! He's got no burst!
Yep. Actually
That's
dead.
dead. That is so rough for Jan. He was doing so well, and then
Yeah.
bang, 12k.
It looks like that was exactly the kind of game plan he wanted to try to run, and again, just a little bit too tough to try and get them off.
Seth looks like he knows exactly what he wants to do on an incoming character. And that's a reset! That was oh my goodness. He teched in the air, DP active switch, and the game's over! What was that? Someone clipped that.
The staff looking really clean right now.
That was a 9.3k air unblockable reset. That was
Absolutely
amazing
gross.
and gross at the same time.
Protein now. So this calls for
Well,
more
that's-
training.
Is that 5?
I like that fight.
That is 5-0.
Alright.
Wow, this is tough.
Take you on.
I know that prior to the stream, we were discussing whether we might see a change up here. 5 is pretty indicative, I want to say.
Are players allowed to change up, or is
They
Tension
are
Plus
allowed.
character lock? Okay,
They're
they
allowed.
are
They're allowed to switch.
Okay, okay. Do we need to like? Oh, there he is. You called it. Or maybe he's just like listening to us and he's like waiting for permission.
No, we're playing 2 first to 5s. Didn't you get the memo?
That's how it be.
Okay, so we didn't really see Kanji 6P come out that much, honestly. And I know you said that he felt Tager's assists are weak, but at this point, I don't think we can really make too much of an argument about Kanji's assists being that relevant. I mean, they were great as far as on pressure goes, but I feel like the neutral really needs some help here.
Escape from crossing
Yeah,
fate.
that's just that's the story of this game is that Jan is not able to get in from neutral effectively.
Yeah.
Look at that. Like he got sandwiched, and now Akihiko's doing a solo combo that he's not confident to burst. And that's 10k. That's half your life. It's like
Yeah,
where did the
it's-
neutral go?
Okay, Jen's got a good... Oh, never mind. He just gets hit clean by that 6P and the burst. He saves his wall, but...
Oh my goodness. Akihiko is just going off.
Again, an overhead. Okay, DP's the cross-up, but okay.
Good
Takes the
bait.
burst.
Is he going to take him to the corner, or is he going to keep him mid-screen? Mid-screen.
It's green. Okay.
Back dash.
What it is.
Oh, nice.
Tried to read it.
He was going for the backdash read, which I agree with.
Scoops.
Okay, look, that's additional damage.
Mm-hmm.
One of the downsides is that you don't get any Oki off this, right? You go back to neutral, basically. And against this team, like we've been saying, Jan doesn't really want to be at neutral because that's where he's often getting... Oh, the wedge!
Oh, no.
Oh. See, this is what happens when you don't play Tega for a while, you play Kanji, and you forget how to do the things.
Oh, no. A lot. Oh.
That's a kill.
It was
That
looking
is
good.
so
I mean, a lot of these games look good for Jan in the beginning. You're definitely right about that, but
Well, in that case, he hit Catapult with Tega. If there's no burst from Seth, that can be over 10k.
Yeah.
Not spending any meter. And for it to drop at the second hit,
Yes.
that is rough.
yeah, it still felt like a better game though than a lot of the wall kanji rounds. So I'm feeling this a little bit more.
And what I'm noticing as well is after he got throw eject miss, after he got TRM'd a couple of times,
Hmm.
Jan has started to become very afraid of push blocking Akihiko.
Yeah,
But if you
that's
don't push block him, you die. His pressure is literally endless until you do something. And
scary.
to Seth's credit, he's throwing in some sways back. He's throwing in some baits. So if
No,
he's
definitely.
panicking, he can hang himself. But I feel like Jan should at some point just try, like, I don't know, delay push block, jump the hell out of there. Just get out. Like, don't even worry about counter poking. Just get out of Akihiko pressure.
Jan looked like he thought he was in an okay spot playing around the 5B, but then here comes Azrael. Okay.
Oh, that's, yes, okay. That's not a punish, but there's a gap between the drop kick and the good start. Oh, that was sick! Oh, no, how is that not a punish? And the reset, okay, Seth is being really rude here with these standard resets, but they are working. So
Yeah, no, they are definitely working.
5C.
Things up with the 5C. Solo Taker. Seth really barely been touched this game so far, but there's a 2A.
Yeah, but this is Tega.
Oh, try to go for it.
Seth
Good. I like it by Seth too. Definitely calling it out.
Okay, I really like that Tega just bursted. Like, Jan bursted the overhead dive. Like, he needs to do that at least sometimes to force the respect.
So such a long road ahead, but that's a really good start here. Looking for the burst, doesn't quite get it. Oops.
Oh!
Yeah.
That only worked because Azrael chicken blocked, and what should have been his frame advantage. Oh, wow. Okay, changing out Azrael is smart.
Yeah, where are you going?
That was a
Come straight to
5B.
Taker, that's what he wants.
5B was coming in hot. Look, he's done about 18k, 20k damage already.
Oh,
That's a kill! I
spoke
think
too
maybe.
soon, yep.
Is he dead? Is Akihiko 18k?
Oh,
18K
not
now?
enough!
It's not enough. Jan is out of meter. What's he gonna do?
He's just gonna do the meterless one.
He's
Yeah.
not hitting the kill. He's gonna bait the burst. No burst.
Oh, there it is at the last moment.
TP!
Oh!
Jan, do it! Do it, son! Do it for all the Tigers! Come on! I believe in you!
Jan's in a really good position here. Not quite enough, but
No! 720! Resonance!
he's like, I need more meter.
720! No, he doesn't have the meter. Doesn't have the meter. TP!
Oh!
Don't get stupid!
I mean, oh, there it is. Okay.
He's done it! Ah, Jan, you're my hero right now.
Oh, great
Okay.
comeback from Jan. Just literally, what was that, like 3 or 4 command grabs plus 2 command grab supers?
Oh my goodness. Let's reflect. That started right.
That's peak
Wall
Taker.
basically
Also the
did no damage.
DPs. They're
Oh,
also
DPs.
like all DPs.
He hit like 4 for 4. But Seth was on about full life. So was a solo Taker doing 36,000 points worth of damage. I'm so happy right now.
Would you
Like,
play
I don't care
R4
what else
Taker
happened.
if
That
you
was
could
amazing.
in BBTAG? Would you play 40k health Taker if he
Oh,
like?
hell no. Taker's like,
What if he
Taker's
did like
hype.
50% more damage?
Taker is hype because you can do stuff like that sometimes, but you cannot bank on those comebacks.
What if his super throw did like 12k?
Oh, I'd hella play that. I
12k
don't care
and he has 50k HP. How about that?
Even if you lost, the number of people you would make salty would be worth it. Wow, that 2A. Jan is known for his walled 2A. People say it's basically a sword normal. It's just like,
Patience.
oh.
Pick up here though from Seth. Looking for that reset. Tries to DP it, but too ready.
Yeah, Seth is so good with those active switches where he knows what his opponent's options are. And he works around them. See, even if Jan had DP'd on Wake Up, he would have blocked. I remember Bojack put out a tech video that when he forward dashes through in the corner, it is DP safe.
Yeah,
However, it is not 720 safe.
you're right.
So then, if he expects that kind of corner dash cross up, he could actually just super on Wake Up.
Uh-oh. Not very many good choices for Jan here. Just gonna hold that. Uh-oh.
Okay. And you saw their Seth backdash. So in that situation, 5 And
Okay.
that was a really good option because that would have also blown up Tech OSs. And he had the life to make that gamble.
Definitely. All right, on the
Come on,
pixel
Tega.
here.
Tega did it before. Can he do it again?
Don't read. He's going for it. He's going for it. He gets it.
Come on. Come on.
God.
Twice.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's do it. Twice in a row. Twice in a row.
God. No.
Come on, grab. All right. Come on, Jan. We in there.
Okay. Yeah, save this. We don't need resonance here. We don't need resonance. Oh,
No,
okay.
he needs the meter. He needs the meter.
He needs the meter?
720s.
Okay.
Like, how else is he going to do 720s?
Oh!
The 15 frame overhead. It's unblockable.
I really wanted to see that Pixel Tager come back. You have no idea.
If every round from here to the end can have Tega comebacks,
That must
So
mean they
happy.
still have room to
Yeah.
grow. It's too early for protein.
So it's now.
Calls for more
What is it?
training.
What is the score? I'm actually missing it.
I think it's 7-1.
7-1. Okay.
Very well. I'll take you on.
So look, it's already not a clean slate, right? It's already not a complete, blowout.
Yeah. No.
Jan's still got to come back. I mean,
These
look
are
at-
working much better than the Kanji team, I think.
Yeah, Tega World is definitely putting up way more of a fight. So if he can continue making adaptations, if he can figure out where and when to place his Tega DPs, his Tega command grabs, if he can figure out how to play the neutral as Wold, he's still in this.
Unknown Sekin. Looks like
Okay.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Okay. Let's
let's
see
just-
if Jan can make something. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Happy birthday.
I mean, I was waiting for that. Seth's been pretty liberal about just, 5B or corkscrew, call assist, something. Waiting for Jan to try and catch him with it. Finally gets it, calls him out for the throw.
I'm sorry, did Seth just wake up 2A?
He did.
And it's Oki, like, off
Yeah.
that super, it's Oki, you can't. Well, take a bit.
Yeah, goodbye. Oh my god. It was a good, it was ideal until,
Yeah. was
just
gonna
kind
be
of went for the
19.8.
DP.
Well, this round started out great, and then it went bad real quick.
I mean, his DPs have been working so well, but it's only a matter of time before, you get called out for a bad one. But, we can still do this.
Oh!
Yeah, very close to killing Azrael now. Hard tagging. Yep. Now the tough part happens.
okay.
Though. Oh!
Nah, it's a bit rough.
There it is. Yes.
5C into command grab. Look, that's not a kill, but both characters are on red HP. So
Okay, one
hit
guess
on-
here. One guess here. One guess here.
Wake up super assist. Okay, here we go. What's it gonna
There's the
be?
guess. What is it
It's
gonna be?
another command grab. Low! Jan!
Jan.
Jan! This man, you know what? Next round, he should just take his hands off the stick, let Seth kill one of his characters, and then start playing. Because that's really where he's making his money.
Tactics a little more. Not all battles
Oh, I love it.
brute force alone.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the most important thing though is that he was able to win the game that I feel like, he definitely should have won it in the beginning and
Yeah,
made a
yeah,
really bad mistake,
absolutely
almost lost that because it's like, you get that happy birthday round start swipe. Some tasty stuff, but I'm glad that he's representing the option. I want to see him try and make Seth scared. I think that's just really important here at the neutral. Can't let Seth just be really comfortable hopping around with, Aki and calling Az all the time.
Yeah, because I think we've seen in about 5 of these rounds, he jumps with Akihiko, he air dashes forward, and then Azrael 6P makes a sandwich, and he active switches a throw that's DP safe. And
Yeah, a lot
Jan
of the
just can't
time-
let himself get put in that situation for free.
Yeah, definitely.
From crossing fate. Fight.
But once again, still, please never press a button at round start. It's just a bad idea all around Akihiko.
Here we go. Yep.
Okay, CC. Seth is not push blocking.
Oh!
Oh, that could have been big damage, or at least forced a burst. He's got no push block. He can't. Oh, that's rough. See, if you don't have push block, it's like, what are you gonna do? Oh, he drops the combo
Oh,
though.
missed it. Yeah.
No, that was a DP. No! Ah, Jan had a huge opportunity. Okay, this is
Okay,
alright.
he gets a hit here. He's doing okay. Might want to regenerate that wall though, so we'll see if he can get Tager in with it. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, and he
Super DPs it.
chooses to not CC there, which is interesting. No, what?
What?
He could have jumped. He could have jumped.
I
Okay, okay.
that was
I don't
crazy.
know what's going on, but it's working out for Jan.
See, I thought he was gonna do something weird like call Taylor 6P there at the same time or something
That
weird,
was
but it was
good. That was an option select. So he,
Uh-oh.
oh no. Well, Tega might be dead. But I will say, so Jan, he did an active switch command grab on Seth's wake up, and then he did an option select DP. Where
Yeah.
if the command grab hits, he recovers in time to combo, and if they jump out of the command grab, DP hits him. Okay, this is tense.
yeah, it's a much
like
better
whoever gets the
situation
next
than
hit-
we've seen. I think Jan's did a good opportunity to close it out here. What?
he got it anyway!
It works anyways, yeah.
Oh.
We
Okay,
got that kill.
My heart cannot take this. This is so stressful.
Alright, let's see what Seth does here in the sandwich.
Oh, that is
Oh no! Oh!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god!
Please, no.
Well, at least it wasn't
guarantee-
a true happy birthday
didn't
and
kill.
actually was alive.
That's
This is crazy. What?
he did the 4P. Oh, this is so
No,
scary.
this is really scary now for Jan.
If he keeps jumping, he could get DP.
Yeah,
That's gonna get growled at some point shortly. But maybe he's baiting that.
Death playing very patiently knows he just really needs to, place the right hit. Okay.
I
And
could have gone so badly.
now Jan definitely not afraid to take those risks. I think Seth might just be looking for it here. Gets overhead it. Oh my god.
That's a kill.
Oh
Down
my.
1-on-1.
Here we
Resident
go.
Trolls, Azrael. What's the mix gonna be?
It's so tense right now.
Jan's gonna need 2 hits probably.
He catches
Oh, he
him.
doesn't block high.
Oh no!
Look, I respect it. Seth knows that everyone's looking for the 5BB. Everyone's expecting the drop kick. And that's what happened to Jan. He was expecting the drop kick, and he got hit by a Valiant at max range. Like, I understand why that happened.
Seth's ability to, know exactly what he needs to get these kills is really impressing me right now.
Very well. I'll take you on.
I don't know, man. Whatever else happens in this set, I need to sit down, put on
This
some
is a
calm.
sick set.
I need like
It
put on
doesn't
some
even matter what
calm
the
piano
score is.
or
These
something.
matches are amazing.
This is 8-2 now at this point.
Yeah. Death, so with a big lead, but honestly not even thinking about it because all these matches are pretty damn fun.
This is
Someone
this
call
is
me when
really
it's over.
something. You know what? I still maintain. I think Jan is doing better when he's more active. When he goes forward and starts swinging, he gets happy birthday.
No, definitely. I agree.
And when
Yeah,
he's passive, he gets hit by a Valiant twice in one round. You know what I mean?
I totally agree. He's definitely much more inclined to play this passive playstyle. But like you said, despite that, when he does choose to come out of his shell, it's been paying off a lot more.
See how he's not 2Bing. Like, he's letting Akihiko jump above him. And it's like,
Yeah.
you're walled. You don't really have to let that happen.
Okay.
Swap out, swap
Barely
out.
getting
Oh,
that.
wow. Akihiko can punish that. That's amazing.
Okay, wake up super from Seth.
That's okay. Look, it's not the worst thing.
Yeah,
but
he's
he
mixing
gets
him up on his wake
out
up
of
now.
control. What? He just... Okay, Tega's DP's trash.
That sucks. Oh
That happened to
man.
me like the other night against Mitsuru. Tega's DP is not like Kanji's. Like, it's a guard point, but Kanji, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, someone, that if you touch Kanji's guard point, you get hit no matter what. With Tega's, you can actually outrange it.
Yeah, because I guess Kanji's is magical electricity and Tager's is only scientific, so somehow that's... Oh my. Alright, here we go. Oh, okay, here we go.
He probably
Can he
can't
kill?
pull off this.
Yeah.
It's 18K. No, it's not.
Oh no, I think he's too buff. Aki,
18K
too much
too much.
protein. He's used all his meter too. He might just pop it. Yeah, here he does. Sandwich position gets TP'd. Here we go. So he kills Aki. He's got the meter.
Okay, but how is he gonna do this against a full
Three
HP
Three
Azrael?
throws. He needs 3 throws. Oh, never mind.
Mag attack! Okay, that's like 6 or 7k. Okay.
Okay.
He needs 2 more hits.
Two throws.
Okay, this is tense.
Oh, okay, there we go.
One. Okay,
All right.
but he has no more meter. There are no more 720s left in the tank. There are no spark bolts.
I mean,
this is pure, honest Tega play.
Pure honest commit. Oh my god, the ground! He's gonna do it! Oh.
He did it! He banked on it!
He has meter. He has meter. He's actually close to 2. If he can block another thing or land a DP. Yeah, he's getting there. It gets a 5A! Too high!
It was too high. There was...
He has 2. He's the one confirmed!
Go for it, Jan! Put that work in with Tega! Oh my goodness!
Oh my god.
Some people in the chat are saying that growler was actually an Astral attempt, and that would have worked. Astral with Azrael, it's like a full vertical screen.
Yeah, we missed that. It totally was an Astral.
Oh, it's one of those things that it's actually pretty tough to do, because when you think about it, he would be having to try to jump cancel the dash, so you have to go down, down, up, down, and maybe he got a quarter circle by accident. You know, it's one of those things.
Alpha male dominance, yeah.
Get ready.
I mean, tell your friends, tell your family, if you are not watching Tension Pulse right now, you're messing up.
No, this is the good stuff.
Sugoi Factory is helping us out. Zankoku is saying that Kanji, mechanics-wise, if you touch him, he sends an invisible projectile that hits you.
Okay, yeah, that's like unblockable, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
And you're in hit stop. So
okay, here we go. Spark Bolt neutral. Okay. I can see how.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what I want. Okay,
Yeah.
that is the first time this set where that's really like paid off well, and I love it. I don't have that.
Anti-air though, cleanly from Seth. Gonna try and no, it's not gonna work. Resets,
Why
but he
would you
takes
reset?
it. Yeah.
How would you? Okay, there we go. That's
Okay,
beautiful.
there we
That's
go.
the kind of thing I wanna see.
Yeah, I agree. Just do it. Just do stuff.
Okay. He pressed the jump A already.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Makes sense. He needs to get walled out, because if walled gets touched, he dies.
Oh, there it is. He doesn't have the meter to burst. Yet straight into super.
So
Oh wait.
Oh,
He's alive?
20k. Raw tag,
Oh,
raw tag.
he's willing to not hard tag. Wait, there it is. There's the tag.
I will say though that in that, oh, that's good. Oh, he didn't do the optimal. I've seen Jan do like really good Tega punishes in tech videos, but look, he's keeping it simple, 7 or 8k. He didn't block the overhead.
Yeah.
There we go. That's nice. That's a good way to put him in the corner.
All right, let's see if he can get this Aki out. Yep. Oh no!
Where was
What?
the assist? Where was the assist? Look at the DP punish. That sledge is very bad.
Jan's feeling it right now. It's hard read on the jump. All right, Seth. Azrael. Let's see it.
Like that was such a hard read. I think he actually just meant to do a standing DP. Or standing command grab. Sorry.
Too slow to confirm it, but still.
Oh, he pressed stand tech. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You should burst this, I think. You don't want to take this damage. Oh, is that a right? Okay. We're in there.
Yeah. I agree though about the burst. I feel like he was. Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's really subjective, but it was looking like he was gonna try and save it for the next time he got hit, and I'm just like, you know, Seth might just bait that or confirm punish it, and. Yeah.
Fun fact, since the character switch, Jan is up 4-3.
Yeah, oh yeah, there we go. Because we're at what, 4-8 now? Or sorry.
Because it was at 5-0 when he swapped.
Yeah.
So now it is 8-4 Seth's favor.
There we go.
So Jan is actually, since the switch, he's ahead now. Obviously, Seth only needs 2 more to close it out, but I'm liking the adaptations. And like I said, Jan is being more active at neutral. It is paying off. Because, like I said, Akihiko is so scary if he gets in. What's the solution? Don't let him in. Wold versus Akihiko, that is definitely in Wold's favor. And now, BBTAG, it's a team game, there's assists, there's a lot of tricky business, but Wold can play aggressive at the neutral.
Definitely. I feel like he's at least established a little more of the pressure to make Seth a little more conservative as far as, you know, these neutral calls go.
And round start, he's still not pressing buttons, and I love it.
Oh, there it is, but goes for this active switch mix-up, but sneaks in the throw instead.
I feel
Cashing
like he
out.
should have bursted there. He should have bursted. The moment Azrael got called, he should have bursted. Because this is like another 5k on top of what he would have... No, this is another 6k, 7k on top of what he would have had to take. He should have bursted. It was a situation where I don't think Seth would have been able to bait it apart from doing maybe like the sway backdash.
Uh-oh.
And now he's dead. I think that's a big mistake. It's gonna, obviously bite him at this point.
Bets everything on that DP. Goes for the reset, but this time activation lets him see it. Tager gets the low, confirms. Yep.
Good frame trap. His 2C actually gives you a lot of time to confirm, especially on counter hit. So you can definitely spark bot on reaction. You don't have to just guess.
Oh my
Wow.
god! I went for the
Okay.
hard throw.
Jan, I want you to play like this when you have 2 characters left.
I honestly, I agree. Yeah, he's just going for it. Oh, is this?
He's got 4 bars. So you can't call and assist or CC, so that's not going to be dead. But look at this. Look at the mountain he has to climb. That is a lot of HP. He's done it twice before though, so I don't want to count him out. Never mind, he's done. Ooh, boy. So
It's
Seth is on 9 now.
Seth's on 9.
One more.
It's definitely looking difficult for Jan to kind of grade his guessing. Like you're saying before, you want to see him play more aggressively with both characters, but then at the same time, it's we see him back off as well too a little bit too much. So I mean, the adjustments need to be there, but I don't know if he's gonna have enough time. He's gotten so many amazing comebacks.
Jan
Wait.
apparently thinks it's over. It's not over, my guy. Hang on, let me keyboard chat. This is we're not done. Please don't leave. 9,
Jan, please.
4.
Unless we're the ones not counting right, but okay. Yeah.
Look, I'm trusting Bace's count on the stream,
Yeah.
and it sounds right to me.
Yeah.
Okay, Seth thinks the same, unless he's just copying the stream, in which case we're all equally right or equally wrong. But come on, Jan, don't give up that easy.
All right. Yeah. I mean, he's made the comeback in a game. Now he needs to make the set comeback, right? This is a similar situation. It's fine.
It's fine, it's fine. He can do it.
Get
Yeah.
ready.
Like I said, like that game, I think he lost it when he didn't burst that Akihiko combo in the corner. Because
It was a
free
lot of
burst,
damage that he gave up.
Yeah, he took
was
another
unable to
7K.
mitigate. Yeah.
And it's like, in this game, burst is a resource.
Yeah, especially considering you're playing Team 40k, you're also unable to regenerate that health if you just really hold on to it.
Can't escape from crossing fate.
Come on, Jan.
Fight.
How are you going to open up? Air dash! That is nice. So he's recognizing that Seth has actually been backing off most of these round starts.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. See, I don't care if it gets blocked. I just want to see this more. Yeah. See,
Here we go.
convert
He's
that
gonna bait
pressure
it first?
situation into
Okay,
damage.
so
Yeah.
He does this. There we go. There's a burst fade.
That's how these rounds happen. Yep.
BC throw with Tager, please. Please. What are you doing?
Do it again. Okay. Okay.
Backdash.
Where are you
That's
backdashing?
Dead Azrael. I can't believe you did BC throw with Tager.
I like it.
You can respect it. Wow, the jump back J8. He gets 7k off that?
Oh my god. Okay, Seth really trying to run this
7K
back.
again?
Wants to close this out here. All right, blocks the overhead, but like you said, okay, calls it out. Oh!
Oh no, no spark ball. He could have. If he reacted to that in time, okay, he's dead. Beautiful,
catches
beautiful
the-
game.
A beautiful game.
So had he reacted to that hit, he could have sparked.
Right,
but
right.
Either way. So actually, I want to call that 720. These characters, that is one of your best options against Akihiko. Because if he's going to try and throw you, if he's going to try and do the Rekka punch or the Rekka into a low, 720. Like, they are frame 1 invincible. They will grab him. Obviously, there is a risk that he'll do the aerial dive. But sometimes that's just the risk you've got to take.
I agree, and especially if you're already afraid enough that you're gonna want to gamble DP against the dive, then I agree that Just putting in more of those 720s, especially also in the situations where Seth likes to go for the cross up off of a reset or off of the random tag situation where he's calling Azrael. I'd really like to see a 720.
And I'd have to lab it, but I almost feel like Taega's 720 might catch Akihiko if he does the sway backwards.
Ah, okay.
Like if he sways backwards and tries to go in again, I feel like, I don't know, I'd have to test it. Either way, here we go. This is currently 9-5. So this is 5 to 4 since the switch.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, I really want to see when he does corkscrew 6P, where he goes behind after Azrael because he can't actually confirm off of it. I really want to just 720 that setup.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
Oh no, why did he hesitate?
He thought too much about the burst, maybe? I'm not sure.
I think he might have been worried about the side swap. One of the things that happens when you do is if you press 2B at the wrong time, Taega just goes the wrong direction.
Okay, Seth lands the cross up.
Once again, I think he should have bursted there. But there was a time when Akihiko was on the screen. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't get to block that DP. Like I said, Azrael can. No.
Oh.
Okay. So I can tell you that was supposed to be an active switch.
Yeah.
But either he did it wrong or Wold was too early in the assist call. Or sorry, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
The active switch didn't happen.
All right, well,
and that is a tragedy.
We've seen Jan make this comeback with less health and less meter, so looking forward to it. He seems like he feels confident here. That's what I'm reading from that pretty early resonance pop too from
This
Jan.
is going to be huge damage, resonance, double super. That's going to hurt a lot. He's not dead, but my goodness, if he gets touched once more, it's over.
Oh, tried to read.
Oh no!
4-DP from Seth. That's how he's going to close out this first of 10.
Wow. That was really something. The regular plain ass donut manages to lord it over the jelly-filled.
That was a plain ass donut DP right there.
Plain ass donut. Plain ass donuts with plain ass damage.
I don't know if you could call that damage plain or ass.
That's true. But it's maybe if you eat regular plain ass donuts, you get through that kind of damage.
Yeah, there's got to be something in that donut. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's plain. I think that's a cover. I think when you say plain ass donut, you're actually covering for what the donut really is. That's like the That's the code name.
Those two sets, those were exactly what I was looking for out of those players.
No, definitely.
They were exciting. They were back and forth. There was some sensible play. There was some not so sensible play. And it was damn entertaining all around.
I loved it. Man, these sets? I want to go back and watch some of this stuff. Just heat up my dinner and just watch it again.
Yeah. Like, I'm going to be honest. I think there's a lot of opportunities that Jan had where his execution let him down. Like in that last round.
The last few games specifically, he missed so many confirms with Tager. It was really unfortunate. Like you said, also things like not picking up with Sparkbolt a couple times, both on 3C and off of the Tager 6P.
And
I feel
like Jan was burst baiting really hard a lot of the time, and sometimes it worked out, but sometimes he was just stopping combos short. And sometimes, like I said, burst is a resource. Sometimes you just have to force them to use it. Like, show your hand, start doing your combo, and if they burst it, they've at least spent their entire partner bar.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, Seth was not afraid to, that's for sure.
Apparently, there has been a request for a gentleman's first to 5, where we just want more Jan and more Seth. So Bace is hitting up our players to see if this is something that we can get
if they run
going.
another first to 5 and Jan wins, then he wins the first to 10 with Tager Wald.
I'm not gonna make any excuses like that for him.
No, that's not an excuse. That's just the math.
Look, it's the math, but it's like, look, you could play someone like in a first to 100, right? And then the moment you win 3 in a row, you're like, hey guys, I won the tournament set, pack it up.
I mean, you can say you won the tournament set, though. I think you can. It's just that you also lost like 30 other tournament sets. So for the set of tournaments, you've lost the tournament set.
You know, it's like of course, back in the classic movie, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, you know, they're playing against Death, and Death is like, all right, best 2 out of 3. And then they win 2, he's like, okay, best 3 out of 5. And then like they win another way, it's like, okay, best 5 out of 7. And you know, he just keeps, you know, extending the competition, hoping he's gonna win one day. Like, I don't want that situation for Tension Pulse. But
It's
I do want more matches.
I'm not saying we go forever. I'm just saying we were playing to 10, and he's up in the 5 that he's gotten to with Wald.
Apparently Seth
Or
is
sorry,
already
Tater
playing
Wald.
Borderlands. It has been 10 seconds since this finished, and he's playing Borderlands.
Man, all right, that's
What a champion.
shout outs to Borderlands, I guess. We'll have to now. It's okay. You know, I'm pretty okay with this because now you just get to think about what could have happened if there was more. If that was a first to 15, I guess.
Yeah. So what was that? I believe Vivian versus Kilo was, I think it was 10-4, I think, and this one was 10-5. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So the sets were not super close, but the matches were, which is, I think,
I
the
mean, this is
more interesting thing.
BBTAG. This is a game where a single decision can turn the round completely in your favor, or it can throw it away. So it's like, it doesn't matter what the score says. Like, the matches could be, you know, very close.
No, definitely.
And I guess that's why we do first to 10s and not, you know, first to 2s, unlike the Korean tournament, Fighting Spirit. Oh my goodness. First to 2 BB tag is, oh, that's something else.
Yeah. But in any case, those matches were quite something to watch. Really happy I was able to come out here with you and discuss this stuff. And now I know the question I need to ask every player in any event ever now, right?
That is a quality question.
Yeah.
It tells you so much about someone.
So
But
the next thing, you know what we need to do now? Now we need to get Jonah in his interviews with Japanese players, because for people who don't know, you know, Jonah's been kind of going around doing interviews with top level like JP players. Stuff. It's been really cool. But now you can have him ask them what kind of donut they'll like. Except I don't know if they really, well,
look, you can just replace donut with any type of baked good.
well, we can no, not just any baked good. We have to go with Pokemon, and it's actually onigiri. So,
wow,
But-
I really love these jelly donuts.
yeah, exactly. Maybe is that why you all like jelly donuts? Is it from Pokemon?
I don't know. I mean, it seems to be an American thing. I mean, in
It's
Australia,
okay.
we just love all kinds of donuts.
There's donuts. They'll
You got,
know.
you got your cinnamon donuts. You've got your like glazed donuts. You've got your sprinkles. You've got your super duper like, I don't know, long donuts that instead of being a circle, it's like more like a bun. They can have like custard
Blueberry.
filling.
I love
Don't forget-
blueberry.
Don't forget the
delicious.
most important donut, the cream filled donut. Just gotta put that out there.
Indeed. Bace,
Oh gosh.
do you have any announcements for us?
I do. I'm just like still reeling. You know, Seth was like, nah, Borderlands. That guy. Alright. Tager is apparently God tier. After that's
Don't
that.
tell anyone. It's a secret.
I don't know.
Look,
Doesn't
I can
look
say,
like a secret with all of y'all playing that shit.
I don't know what Jan's
Jan,
gonna do at CEO. Is he gonna go kanji? Is he gonna?
We'll see what he does. But anyway, announcements. Yes, I do have some. Firstly, just a reminder that next Monday on GG Tension Pulse, it's Doran 2K against Shine, which is interesting because Doran's back in the States, right?
Whoa,
He was in
the
Japan
Doran
for a while.
2K?
Yes. The
Wow.
Wild Boy. Fire emoji himself. Was it fire emoji? I think it was.
Yeah, it was
joy
when
emoji.
that Japanese tournament. It was his player, quote or something.
Yeah.
It was like
He's
my mix-ups are
godlike.
hotter than the sun or something.
He is
What a legend.
God Jam, the legend, back in the States. And Shine, which I'm pretty sure it's his debut on Tension Pulse. I guess he got a computer that works, or an internet connection that works. Not sure, but that is on Monday, June the 24th, 9:30 p.m. EST. There are not commentators set for this yet. And there's not a second match for this GG Tension Pulse yet. So definitely follow the Twitter at Tension Pulse and follow at Silva Hime, and you'll see it. Whenever that gets settled, it'll be on Twitter. But anyway, with that in mind, oh, he goes to an internet cafe? Interesting. So anyway, BBTAG. I wasn't gonna do an episode next week because CEO, right?
That's fair. That's fair.
But I decided, screw it, I'm gonna do an episode next week. I'll just do it on Wednesday.
Nice.
Wow, would you look at that? Look at the adaptation, the flexibility. That's what we expect from a top BB tag player.
Yep, I switched to Tager on character select for this.
The
Everything
presence of mind.
was better. Alright, so the first match for next week is something interesting. Because it's kind of lords of different games playing this one. It's gonna be Grover,
Ooh.
Narukami, El Presidente since forever, against Scrot.
Yo,
the melty
okay.
god.
Wow, that's going to be an interesting match.
It is.
I know Score's been playing a lot of Weiss, and she got a lot of love in the patch. She is a scary
Definitely.
woman now.
Indeed, she did. I think she's like really strong now. Honestly, like I put out a tier list. I put her really, really up there. 'Cause I
And
think
I
highly
agree
of
with
her.
you.
Yeah.
Everyone else who put her like mid-tier, I was like, nah, you haven't played against Weiss post-patch.
Different character.
Yeah, completely different. Everything is so buffed. So that should
And
be
Grover, of course, is known for his Narukami.
Yeah, he's El Presidente Narukami. Not a function. Never forget. Commentary provided by Bojack and Fox, Lord Foxington. Again, that's
Wow,
next
solid,
Wednesday.
Solid duo.
Next Wednesday, the
Yeah, I like that
26th
duo.
at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And I do have the second match to announce also.
Let's go.
The second match is Omnix versus Ultimox.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay,
Let's
so
go.
I don't know if you guys have been watching him stream, but Omnix is, usually if you go on Twitch any night of the week, he's showing some matches. And this is a man who loves himself some neutral.
Yeah.
I think everyone that plays Lene in Uni and BBTAG, you play her for one of two reasons, maybe both. Well, as far as gameplay goes, you either like to mash or you like to play neutral.
And I will say on the other side, like I said, Omnix loves to play some neutral. Ultimox plays Noelle, which is like, I'm just going to ignore neutral, the character. This is going to be
She's
wild.
definitely the iconic scrub character.
No, I don't want to call her a scrub character. She's just an unconventional character.
I mean, she is definitely unconventional. But I'll be honest, most people don't like her. It just is what it is.
People don't like grapplers either. They're like, what do you mean I can't hold down back forever? It's just one of
Right.
those things where you've got to learn how the character works. You've got to adapt to it. And, hey, first to 10 set. It's going to be great to see how these guys adapt to each other's playstyles.
Indeed. Wow, it really will be interesting to see how Noelle deals with Lene. This is definitely an uncommon matchup. Uncommon characters, really. Over here, at least.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
I'm
fun.
looking forward to this match, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Again, that's next Wednesday. This
Oh,
one's
wow.
at
Omnix is
9:30
giving
East.
us the lore in the chat. He's saying that they've played a lot, and they went 30 and 30 in a pre-patch set.
I asked
Excellent.
Ultimox what he thinks is going to happen in this set, and he told me, depending on the day, he either just loses or he can go even with the best players in the US. So I hope we get that Ultimox, that ladder, so we
Right,
can
well,
get
we'll
an
just tell him
insane
to,
match.
Get a good night's sleep, eat a hearty lunch so you can be ready and prepared.
Definitely about to ask him this donut question. I love your donut question.
I even can't take credit for it. It was actually an interview question that my girlfriend has started using on applicants at her company. And she says it's just the best way to like relax someone and have them open up. And I'm just like, I'm stealing that. That's the best tech.
That's insane. That's cool though. I like it. But yeah, that is every announcement.
And that's Tension Pulse. Look at that. It's 8 o'clock, right on time.
Indeed. This is where we bid our adieu. If you two want to give your farewells.
No, thanks so much for having me. And these have been some awesome sets of commentary. I know I've said that so many times, but had a blast. So thanks again for having me, and awesome commentating with ISO.
Yeah, same, Brett. Love commentating with you any day of the week. Happy to do it again. Shout outs to Bace for once again running these Tension Pulses. Like, I don't want you guys to, anyone viewing, please don't take for granted these events. This takes a lot of effort to set up, organize, and run. And as we all say, streaming is a blow up. So Bace puts up with a lot of that stress to bring you guys these important, exciting matches.
Absolutely.
So shout outs to Bace, and I think we're going to raid somewhere, but I'll leave it up to Bace to decide who gets the viewers.
Yep, we're gonna raid Shinky. Let's raid Shinky / raid Shink _ DZ. Let's get it in there. Alright. Anyway. Toodles, y'all. Watch next week.
See you guys.
See you guys. We're out.